Hey guys, my name is Mani and welcome to a series on React from basic to advanced. In this series, we will start from basic concepts in React and move towards advanced level and learn the different concepts in React. In last video, we saw how simple it is to create and run the React application using Create React App. Now at the same time, it is also really important to understand what is the structure of folder and what all files have been used in our basic application and how the control flows when you start the application. I have opened the Hello World project in VS Code and you can see we have 3 folders and 4 files to begin with. Let's start with package.json file. This file contains the dependencies and scripts required for our project. You can see that we are using React version 19.1.0 and that is listed as dependency. You can see it over here. We also have few scripts to run the application and build the application and even run the test. Now based on your package manager you're using, you will find yarn lock or package lock file. As we are using npm as our package manager, we are going to see package lock.json. Otherwise we will going to have see yarn lock.json. This simply ensures installation of your dependencies and you don't really have to worry about them. We also have a git ignore and readme file. Next, let's talk about the folders. The first one is node modules and this folder is in which all the dependencies are installed. It is generated when you run the command create react app or you run yarn install or npm install. Our next folder is public folder which contains 5 files, out of which we have manifest.json which is concerned to progressive web apps and which is out of scope for our discussion. We have a favicon and which will you see in the browser, and this is nothing React specific. So as a beginner you only have to focus on index.html file. This is the only index.html file you are going to have in your application. This is a division with the id root which we discussed in the last video. We are building a single page application and this is it. The view might dynamically change in browser, but in this HTML file that gets served up every time. Typically you are not going to add any code in this file for this series. Definitely some changes in the head tag which is present over here, and you want to React control the UI. For that we have one div tag. At runtime React application takes over this div tag and is ultimately responsible for the UI. We will discuss more about div tag, this one, in the near future. Our next folder is going to be source folder and this is the folder you are going to be working most during development. A starting point for our React application is index.js file. In this file we specify the root component which is our app component, and the DOM element is controlled by React. The DOM element in our example is div tag with the id root, and if you remember we have div in the index.html with the id root. We call this div element as root DOM node because everything inside it is controlled by React. For our Hello World application, the app component is rendered inside this DOM node. That brings us to the app component, and this is also the file we edited in the last video, and we have written hello world over here. In other words, the app components represent the view you see in the browser. With app.js, Create React App also generates app.css file, and you can style whatever presents in your app.js file in app.css file. And with this we have one app.test.js file as well, which is for unit testing. And we also have index.css file, which applies css to body tag and which is present in this index.html. Add a logo svg, which is referenced in the app component. This logo is used in the app.js file. So when you run the command yarn start, index.html file is served in the browser. Index.html file contains root DOM node. Next, control enters in the index.js file. React DOM renders the app component present over here in the root DOM node. The app component contains the HTML, which is ultimately displayed in the browser. So this is how the work flows. So that's it for this video, guys. Let's meet in next video to learn more about React. You can always comment for any doubts, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.